and a good Saturday morning welcome to the good people of St. Stephen's. Today I'd like to speak about the third part of this service that began on Thursday, moved through Friday, and will conclude tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. That service is known as the Easter Vigil. The celebration of the Easter Vigil tells the whole story of our salvation, from creation to resurrection and beyond. Because of all the ritual moments, the service tends to be on the lengthy side, but don't let the length of the celebration deter you from participating. The Easter Vigil includes the lighting of the Easter fire and the Paschal candle, the singing of the Exultet, otherwise known as the Easter proclamation, the expanded liturgy of the Word that traces time through salvation history. It is when we hear about the story of our salvation, the renewal of our baptismal vows and the celebration of the Holy Eucharist, the first one. All these rituals come together for one purpose: to remember and recall the saving deeds of our God on our behalf. So a couple of points to consider. The Exultet, or the singing of the Easter proclamation, is a hymn that will be sung by Jeremy. This hymn speaks of how God has interceded in our lives on our behalf. The Exultet especially recalls the holy night when Jesus Christ rose from the dead. And what makes this moment particularly dramatic is that the Exultet is sung in a church that's lit only by the light of the Paschal candle and the smaller candles that you will hold that are lit from the Paschal candle and the new fire at the start of the service. I also want to speak about the liturgy of the Word. My father-in-law calls it reading the whole Bible. It's not. The opening part of the service may have up to 9 readings and 7 responsible psalms. We will not pursue this option. Our recounting is limiting to 4. The first reading begins with the story of creation, and then each subsequent reading recounts the story of our faith and our lives throughout history. You hear the story of Isaac and Abraham, the story of Moses and the Exodus, and more. All of our chosen readings lead up to the singing of the Gloria when all the lights come on in the church. And then the final reading, the resurrection of Christ. That we get to proclaim. The focus of this first part is to recall how God has interceded on humanity's behalf from the very beginning of time, and that through this Easter Vigil, we celebrate that God is present and always working in our lives, even still today. So as we look towards Easter, as we move through these 3 days, we experience the highs and the lows in our faith, ending with the ultimate high, the new life of the resurrection. The Easter season begins with the Easter Vigil, and we enter a time, 50 days, when endless alleluias will ring out throughout the liturgical celebrations. May you experience the joy of our new life in your particular way this Easter season. And may you have a happy and blessed Easter.